Welcome to Saturday Prime Time, presented by DirecTV. This is the SEC on ESPN. And what a game we've got for you tonight from Rupp Arena here in Lexington, Kentucky. Number 3, Florida. Number 14, Kentucky. Fierce rivals, of course, in recent years within the SEC. And this game figures to be no different. For Michael Frazier, who is their best shooter, and back come the Wildcats. Young is open.
Oh, do they need that from Young? He's
almost running right up the back of his teammate, Dakari Johnson. Now here's a touch. Randall the kick. Young, the 10-footer. Good start tonight for James Young.
And that is big because he has really struggled the last 3 games.
This building. You have to go back to 2007, the last time the Gators won here. So for all these seniors, this one means a lot. Nice turnaround by Willie Cauley. Inconsistent, in and out of the starting lineup at various points. Terrific defensive player.
Oh, what a nice drive right there.
Andrew Harrison lays it in with the left hand. Kentucky back on top.
Great drive. I talked about him being a teaser. Oh.
Big Blue Nation is all fired up again.
Well, 2 good plays. Harrison with the great drive to the guy with the catch inside. Has a good change of speed. Came out so highly rated. The accolades were unbelievable on the great pump fake. You got to rotate over and give help and not allow him to get that baseline.
Pressure, but they get it over. Young, nice look. Randall at the elbow takes a pump and finishes.
He's tough in there. He can do 3s. Players Randall right here on the interior. One of the great diaper dandies in America. Great body control, hangs up there. A terrific talent. Almost came to Florida, according to the reports today. He was quoted as saying percentage, and a lot of that went up a little bit because Alabama shot well against him.
Johnson again.
Nice move inside by Johnson. He's a kid that's improved. He's worked hard on his post moves. Look, he's trying to cheer, get the crowd into it. They're saying, you don't have to do that. We're going to cheer. They love your catch here. There he's in the post. Great drop step. Watch that stuff. There's the drop step. Spin back. Goes to the left hand.
Johnson, one of the many very highly touted recruits, but at the beginning...
But they don't allow you to get into a flow, into the rhythm of your offense.
Can they get Randall involved? Well, he's going to involve himself from beyond the arc. That's one way to get it done.
That's a rarity. He doesn't usually shoot that ball out there.
That's his 3rd 3 in 12 attempts on the season. Finney Smith misses the 3. Some quick shots at both ends recently. Young cradles, banks, and finishes. The SEC had only 2 teams go to the tournament. It was 1979 when only 40 teams were invited to the NCAA. Young with a floater.
Nice line. I see him out here with the basketball. Got to get to the rim. Look at that talent he has. I mean, that was just great talent there.
How about the talent that guy has, too?
Not bad.
The Gators, you get defending Cauley Stein. They go into him. They double him. Nice pass, and Randall slams it.
Nice pass. Great execution right there. Why not more of that? Why don't we see that more often? Or also get fouled. There's the great pass inside. Randall wide open because of the double team. They recognize the double team. Oh, he pumps the chest. Play hoops. There it is for the jam. Hey, hanging on the rim. They shot a technical last night in Arizona game. Up here down in Connecticut. And they switched Syracuse.
Good ball movement. Young gets a good look at it.
I mean, it's unbelievable the way he's shooting here tonight because he has...
Cauley Stein defended by Young on the bench for Florida.
Got to get Randall touches inside.
Randall kicks it out, give him an assist on the 3 by James Young.
James Young's been a difference maker tonight for Kentucky. He has really come alive, and oh, did they need it.
Prather.
Got numbers. Got another one at Cauley Stein running.
Young lays it in, another assist for Randall.
They got to do more of that guy. And you say, why not? Look at Randall now, going to pass the ball out to Young, and Young knows what to do with it. Nothing but nylon. Nothing but nylon. And look at Randall handle the rock. Great job, great look, and Mr. Young finishes.
Andrew Harrison. Got it.
Like a little floater in the lane, a little one-on-one hand.
Prather. Good help defense. Kentucky's got it.
Great job defensively by the Cats. Oh, there's the offensive rebound.
Andrew Harrison with a put.
With mental focus and trusting his instinct and being able to do stuff like that.
And you know what's really impressive about him? He's a genuine student athlete. Academically outstanding.
Technical foul.
Oh, got a T.
John Calipari.
Oh, got a T. Write this down when he called it. Write it down when he called it. Michael Stevens with the call. Football, Yankees, and baseball.
Aaron Harrison, number 2, scoreless in this game. 0 for 6, but no more. Right on cue. Not
making free throws. There's one Harrison to the other. Andrew to Aaron,
and if they do that, they're looking like a lock for a 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. Andrew Harrison shakes a defender and knocks down the 15.
You know, Willie Cauley-Stein a little frustrated inside, and I don't blame him. He's wide open on the box, and nobody even looks to get him a ball.
Harrison splits the double team and lays it in.
We're seeing some really playing well. Look at him split the defense right there with a change of direction, and then he goes right down the lane. Hangs doesn't show big possession right now. Kentucky, he's become must possessions and must score.
Andrew Harrison, tough shot.
Oh, he just willed that baby in. Anytime Duke and Carolina plays, it is special.
Young with a nice look into the corner. They need it. They won't get it. Wilbekin the rebound. Precious seconds ticking away.
Florida in total command. There's explanation point right there. Go to the free throw line. They're going to get their thrill. They're warming up the bus, baby. They're warming up the bus in a positive way. Prior to him coming here, football, football, football. A lot of respect from these two guys. No doubt there's respect, admiration.
And the Florida Gators, as they file out of Rupp Arena here, the seniors will get this long-awaited win in Lexington, something that eluded them each of the last 3 years, and they win it going away. Prather with 24, Wilbekin with 23. Another learning opportunity for the young Wildcats, while the veteran Gators tie a program record with their 17th consecutive.
Join you from Lexington, the #1 team in the country, Kentucky, trying to carve out a piece of history, a chance to wrap up an undefeated season as they take on the Florida Gators, the country here at Rupp. Harrison playing at a high level. Book it. Against Georgia on Tuesday night, a 72-64 victory for the Wildcats. Harrison lines it up. Aaron Harrison is short. Rebounded by Cauley-Stein. Turns inside and scores, plus the foul. Willie Cauley-Stein with a chance at a 3.
And Finney Smith at the power forward position, but just such a size disadvantage.
Hill has really struggled shooting the ball.
Sometimes you get a dunk, and guys play well beyond their skill level.
The drive and deuce. Works it over to Towns. Whips it inside. What a feed! Underneath.
And there is something in a culture in which we sometimes, what a block.
Carl Anthony
process.
Pass inside. Nice touch from Towns. Clear it. Lyles. Count it. Long 2-pointer.
Despite overwhelming talent, they don't try and out-possession you. They don't always play up-tempo.
Lyles. Wow. Nice fake. Trey Lyles.
Florida wants to really compete for 40 minutes with Kentucky.
Shove. Harrison knocks it down.
We struggled against the non-ranked teams more than the ranked teams.
Carter almost turned it over, but finds Murphy. Denied! Carl Anthony Towns with the block.
Lose track of you, he'll lose sight of you. Carl Anthony Towns loses Alex Murphy. But he
on the outside, Towns, he's got Cauley-Stein on the interior. Take advantage on Murphy. Fake. Left hand, no. Towns, it was tipped by Walker. Towns sticks with it and banks it in. Carl Anthony Towns with a... Carter picks him up. Euless feeds inside. Ball fake. Cauley-Stein turns.
What a move.
Beautiful play by the junior, Willie Cauley-Stein. Billy Donovan takes a timeout.
When Willie Cauley-Stein arrived on campus, he couldn't score if you locked him in the gym. Not anymore.
Shot clock at 9. Hill, small against big. That means there's a mismatch with Finney Smith. Kick out. Hill, one dribble. Rejected on the perimeter by Towns. Shot clock violation. Carl Anthony Towns, ferocious.
is just a case of a player doing what his coach wants him to do, but not reacting to the situation.
Rims out, rebounded by Towns.
That's 3 bad possessions in a row from Florida. 2 bad threes and a block shot.
Harrison all the way. Andrew Harrison take
Best pump fake in the history of the SEC. This year he's taken more threes, but that's what he actually does best. Pump fake and drive to the basket.
Kick out, Booker. Smooth. Devin Booker drills it from 3.
Won the Big East. I think they're a really good team. And my logic behind them not being a 1 seed is they just haven't beaten any of the top 3 seeds in the country.
Pull-up pop for Trey Lyles. Second difference, shot clock to game clock. Towns turns, quick step. Wow! Inside! What a feed to Lyles!
Take advantage of the Wildcats kind of sleepwalking at times.
Kentucky with the basketball to open up. Towns to the hole. Carl Anthony started in the second half along with Ulis. Towns do not. Booker fakes on a 3. Cauley Stein gets a touch. Dish. Lyles. Off the backboard. Kentucky last month. Hill on the redirect. Good setup. Horford. Rejected number 5 for Towns.
Like a bouncer at the club. Can I come in here? Nah, man. You can't come in. Carl Anthony Towns, just such a skilled shot blocker. Might have gotten a
kick. Booker looking to get involved. Aaron Harrison, what a play. Nicely done.
Just never right. Look, and he's using the rim to protect him from those shot blockers.
Kentucky's lead is 3. Aaron Harrison off the dribble.
Equally nice.
Hooks inside. Aaron. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Towns gets a touch. Out high. Turns with the left hand. He's special. Ulis now handling it for Kentucky. Back in by Towns. Kick. Booker open look. Booker. Hill drives in. It's knocked away by Towns. Ulis the other way. Taking it to the hole. Tyler Ulis scores on the... Picking it up.
Well, Casey Hill has made a living of driving in there, but Carl Towns getting another block shot, and Tyler Ulis seeing the back end open, making him pay.
Long rebound to the shortest man on the floor, Ulis. Towns down the middle. Carl Anthony Towns finishes. And it's tracked down by Finney Smith. Fans wanted a call. Flip it ahead. Kurtz running the floor. Kurtz. Oh, another one.
Playing with a mouse. You want to go in there? Don't go in there. Might have gotten away with the goaltending, but Kentucky denying action.
53-45, Kentucky. We approach 6 minutes to go, second half. Johnson bumping bodies with Murphy. There's a hook from Dakari Johnson. A native gets into the scoring column. Step in and a steal. Aaron Harrison streaking in for the two-handed flush. Biggest cushion of the day for Kentucky. We come up on 5 minutes to play in this second half. Cauley Stein feeds it inside. Johnson, triple team. Cauley Stein is there. Kentucky Wildcats, 13th team in Division I history to win its first 30 games of the season. They're closing in on a perfect...
You're supposed to be nervous when you're this young and you're undefeated and everybody's taking shots. They never look nervous.
No signs of it. Lyles, the back end. Lyles, he's tough. Tough to stop. Thunderous ovation here at Rupp. The pursuit of perfection continues. The Kentucky Wildcats finish the regular season 31-0. Another chapter yet to be written in the NCAA tournament. Kentucky, first power conference team since the 1976 Indiana Hoosiers to enter conference tournament action undefeated.
Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky. Number 13, Florida. Number 11, Kentucky, set to do battle. Identical records, 23-5, 13-2 in conference play, and they are tied atop the SEC standings just a week and a half before Bridgestone Arena in Nashville and the conference tournament. It's a rematch of what happened 3 weeks ago. That was all Florida, and now Kentucky, Jim Spanarkel, has got to do it without their starting point guard.
Strongly in the beginning of the year because nobody knows who they have on their floor.
Right. Willis slapped that one away.
You know, and as the season progresses, other teams get the, and then they prepare for them better. But here's a nice close defensively. You know, if you don't get that effort by Mulch.
Here's Briscoe on a drive. Adebayo, offensive rebound, it scores.
That's all because the shooters and finding seams to block guys out.
Double-digit lead. That's only the second field goal for Kentucky on the afternoon. Scoreless, as he was in the first half in Gainesville 3 weeks ago.
Kentucky not getting it to their offense as quickly as they normally do.
How about that? Isaac Humphries. Give me a foul.
Yeah, this is where I'd be careful right now with this possession. Just a little shift of momentum if they score here.
Willis, good three-point shooter.
Got it. Yep. Fans are off their seats now. They were sitting for a long time until Kentucky scored. Now all of a sudden they're saying, hey, you know what?
First it's Humphries off the bench from the elbow. And then even bigger. Number 35, the senior from 3, and it's down to 6. Unless you're Russell Westbrook or Big O, somebody like that. But nice job.
And shows, by the way, is
Kentucky maintains possession, however, with 5 on the shot clock. Hawkins in the lane.
All right, nice work.
But the Wildcats have made a run. They've got a lot more in them before we're done, you can bet. Is yet to score. Here he comes for Kentucky.
Quick by Leon at the other end.
There's what they needed.
Now they're a different team.
Getting it in some of his teammates' hands.
You better just keep an eye on him and find him. Nice pass.
It hasn't led until right now.
Now there's the impact of Monk. Everybody on the floor starts to look at him, and what happens? You start getting seams. So watch the big fella here, and watch where he ends up, and watch the way also that the Gators try to jump out on Monk just a little bit. They're keeping an eye on him. They get stoned to bite on that one dribble coming around the corner. You see him step up, and that's just enough for the big guy to go.
Leon was 4 for 8. Kavon Allen was 5 for 8. The rest of the team was 2 for 22. And now Kentucky does take the lead, and that's just what you want to do, is get your main guy off early.
This is, you want to make sure you get your shoulders around, and you see how he gets his right shoulder past Leon, and that's going to give you with Robinson. He's been so erratic with his scoring. Some decent games in February and some not so good.
What a foul by Briscoe. Right place, right.
It's the ball softly. Look where this ball ends up, 2 feet away. It allows Briscoe to really track it on the offense.
It looks pretty, and it's a 4-point Florida lead. Monk, long 3. Yes.
I think somebody sitting next to me said, if both of your feet...
His man on the air.
So here's the simple passing around the horn, and Monk was squared away. Notice that his shoulders faced up.
And with Briscoe on the bench, it's Hawkins now as the point guard, but he's got the pass to the right guy.
Boy, that's the mentality of a shooter, too. Now
they do a nice job to get out on him. Want to move that way.
Well, because so much back.
So just when Kentucky made their little push, Florida pushes back. Monk 3. Yes. 4 on the afternoon now from outside the arc. 47 on North Carolina. Bad turnover there.
He just lost it. Here's the big guy running it. Well, as we touched on about 90 seconds ago, get ready for another run by Kentucky.
Not this time. Willis the rebound.
You don't want him running the middle of the floor. That's who you want with the ball. Monk up on the What a skill level at the offensive side.
Top and they snap a losing streak.
They're going to run a double team at him or not. Now they go to the blocks.
And Adebayo, it pays off.
Nice decision from the bench. That one. And now look at Adebayo just then. He's got some long tries to see a Florida Gator go in there and try to get that ball off the dribble.
Next foul. Kentucky shooting. They don't need to go to the free throw line with that guy.
So you think I'm going to pull up right there. Barry lets him go by, and what a finish against a decent shot blocker for Robinson. Watch Robinson close. He thinks he's going to get it, but defensive rebounding from the guard position. Look at the big guy. He's got a mismatch.
They lob it under.
So Briscoe's been a little up and down, and we've documented that in the first half, but just then he pulled himself back with some composure.
Getting it to the big fella.
Sure is. And then what happens? You guys are the coaches. Figure this out.
Monk feeds out of Bio inside.
Love his composure sometimes.
Nice hustle by Gabriel and Hawkins to come out of the pile with the ball. Monk leaves it underneath. Wow. Gets it back, and it's going up.
That's as good as a broken play. Drive the ball down the floor. Somehow he throws it in the middle to Hawkins, who gets kind of closed in. And what do? They go from the inside, not your prettiest inside, but very pretty outside.
27 on the game. 24 in this half. Kentucky, their biggest lead of 6. A 3. Lobs it down to Bio.
Once again, it's so look at Monk. You look at the orange jerseys coming at him to think that he's going to take a shot. Hayes comes across, and then you just can't get rotation quick enough.
Winning streak that is in danger right now, and Kentucky's got to call a timeout. Look out, Briscoe and Kayvon Allen, little shoving match, and all 3 officials get in there in a hurry.
Calipari gets out there in a hurry to make sure Briscoe doesn't get involved any further.
Play. That last turnover, only the second of the half against Kentucky. It was costly. Cost them 2 on the other end. Briscoe, left hand, got it.
It's always good to see a young guy who's struggling.
28 with Florida at halftime, and then this guy took over the game. Malik Monk. Lob underneath, out of Bio.
Well, for a team that had trouble coming together, they've put it together and obviously leading with Monk.
1.3 seconds remaining, but we can update the standings. It's not going to change in 1.3. Kentucky goes to the head of the class where they've been so many times before. By a game over the Gators. Fun game. A great performance by Malik Monk. And it's 76-66 the final score. That's it for Jim Spanarkel. Brad Nessler saying so long from Rupp.
We welcome you to Rupp Arena in the heart of downtown Lexington, Kentucky, and the annual renewal of one of the most passionate rivalries in all of college basketball. Undefeated Louisville against the 6-3 Kentucky team.
Lukash cannot get the rebound. Here's Brandon Jenkins at the other end. Rejected by Joe Crawford.
Excellent timing by Crawford. Probably tried to be a little bit too cute, but watch Crawford. Excellent timing. Actually blocked that with his forearm. Look at him go up there.
This is the Kentucky team, 6-3. Into the corner. No travel called. Rebound, offensive. That's Jenkins. Rejected by Oberjus.
You see the block down the other again. Lukash doing a terrific job.
Down at 12. Rondo, jump stop. There's Magic. He has to play back because he picked up 2 already.
Alburn, a good.
He puts it on the floor, passes on the shot, and the penetration.
Rondo. It goes left. Beat the split.
Palacios. That's wide left.
He should have an advantage on Lukash not far away from the basket. Beautiful shot. He's on the wrong side of the court, though, with Palacios over here. Palacios off the big to get a jump shot off.
Penetration. Romero Bradley with the jumper. That's a nice roll and a whistle underneath.
I think it's going to be on Perry and a little push. Boy, Dean got the wide open look. Holds the Louisville record for the most threes in a year. Look at that pass.
Alley-oop. Sims to a lean.
Well, there's no defense.
2 of 14.
Gonna like. McGee comes into the game, not in awe at all. Left hand.
Beautiful touch by Pat. Romel Bradley back on the floor. Here's Crawford. Back outside. Rondo puts it up for 3.
What I liked about that, Rondo was ready for the shot.
And 3 on 2. Rondo.
What a shot. It looked like it was going to be a traditional layup. He double clutched it beneath the defender. Beautiful play.
The eruption zone has exploded.
Gets away, but luckily Crawford right in the right spot for Kentucky. Rondo! How? Rondo had a little bit of controversy after that Indiana.
And Herb said
then they had Sendak and Donovan and Smith of all taken teams of the NCAA tournament. Getting a second jump. Sheree Thomas. That was defensive rebound. Here's Rondo. Uses the screen from Overshoot, kicks it outside. 3 for 3 on the year. Here comes Kentucky with a rebound. They are really pushing the ball up the floor. Bradley. Yes. Rondo. Little jump stop again. Yeah. Oh, he's got that down to a science, and he also should have double teamed on Rondo that time. Nobody from Kentucky back. Crawford got a great shot. He plays bigger than that. That was some power leap. And look at the screen. Took Padgett right out of the play. Did you notice that? Terrific job on his part. Kentucky extending their margin a little bit here, huh? There's Sparks back to Crawford. Rondo, what a game he's had. What a game he's had. So much under. Offensive. Oh, there Rick Pitino is going to get a technical, and he could get another one. Yes, he could. He got the technical. Oh, he's got another one. He got another one. Yep, he got 2. Good job for the assistant coach now to get him away from the official. And obviously, these Kentucky fans love it. Designated a second technical. Here's Sparks. Crawford. Pull-up jumper. Timeout Louisville. A solid display of excellent basketball. Look at how that Big Blue loves his team today. The play. Here's the inbound. Jenkins on Rondo. He's so focused on the game, didn't even feel the contact. There's the screen. Whoa! Wow! Gosh, Arbzut, what a hard. Back outside, Sheree Thomas. Here's Rondo. 10 on the shot clock. In the lane. Hopper can go up. Beauty. To take it into traffic, and he has that terrific. All day long has been throwing over the top of the press rather than trying to dribble through it. That time Bradley dribbles through it. Bradley kick out. Baseline jumper. Yep. Sheree Thomas. Moss, a good three-point shooter, hasn't taken many. Bradley with a little leaner. Against it with Rupp, so that ought to tell you something. Rupp, Joe B. Hall. Reverse layup, Rondo. Haven't done a lot of good advantage of him. Louisville goes back to the 2-3 zone, allows Kentucky to use some clock. Rondo. Deep jumper. Robbie Moss. He's field in the ball game. Rondo. Dish to Thornton. And a foul by Dean. Kentucky at the line when we return. More people paid to get in, we'd have the all-time crowd. 24,459 is the record. That was Florida in 2003. This one's in the books. Kentucky wins it. And Louisville learns a lesson. That record, not quite what it was meant to be coming in here. They've got a lot of work to do, but they'll be back.
We welcome you inside a jam-packed Rupp Arena, downtown Lexington, Kentucky, one of the premier venues in college basketball on this, the final day of the regular season in the SEC. And look at where these two teams sit. Kentucky still has an outside chance at least a share of the SEC regular season title, and Florida, meantime, just a game over 500. Actually broke Florida's school record by a freshman for made threes in the season earlier this week, and that's the answer. It's a long two.
Look for is when Hero, as he comes to the left side of the floor, see the footwork. He's facing the basket already, so when he catches it, he doesn't.
Hudson, who comes off that season-high 33 points in the very disheartening loss to LSU. A chance at three for Ashton Hagans.
And there's the quick recovery, kicks out, so you don't have any chance of getting the offensive rebound. But what does Kentucky do? They push the action right down the middle of the floor, and nobody really home to take a stand to get in front of the ball handler.
Real estate, excellent ball movement, great rotations by Florida. Hero able to find his spot.
Spiro, you can pretty much forget about it if you give him one little fake out front and throw. Shot clock winding down against him. He's aware of it, though.
Here comes quickly. Now to Johnson. Splash!
You know your offense is running well when you're willing to make an extra pass when that shot clock gets to 5 seconds.
This is Hero.
A lot of good dribble drives so far in this possession.
Washington, so polished.
He's great at call on Bassett down the other end. Watch him lean you towards the middle of the floor, and then he's deadly going to the baseline side. Competitive game so far here in the first half.
Second personal.
Watch him go into the basket. Leave it to Richards.
Don't look in his direction yet. Johnson! Speaking about confidence, 5 points in the early going for the freshman from Virginia.
Washington in the middle of the floor right here. There he goes with the catch, and he's got to make good decisions. Not a bad one.
Second bucket for Watt.
5 of 19 from 3. Not bad pass, good reaction defensively by Hero.
Allen the turnover. Johnson ahead of the field to Hagans. 7-point game. Mike White, quick timeout. As Kentucky getting down the floor in a hurry. He's not just a shooter. Turn back, gets who? It's Hayes. Loose ball taken by Johnson. Hagans. Got it.
Well, the fans wanted him to take that about 7 seconds ago. He did not.
Game winning streak that had a lot of people thinking that they turned a corner.
Yeah, they defend the perimeter pretty well.
Hero finally back on the board. Contact. And back comes Johnson and Kentucky.
Yeah, but pretty good balance defensively again by Florida, not allowing the breakouts. Kentucky with only 4 drives.
Johnson, and he's fouled. Kentucky back in front. Johnson a chance at 3.
So that bad shot at the other end allows him to come and get hit and put it up with his offhand, the left hand. But once again, is anybody stepping in quick enough? Nobody down in the second half of the court just then in terms of the baseline. Coach Kenny Payne taking him under his wing 4 years ago. It's a fabulous story.
Well, Kentucky needs a lot more from P.J. Washington.
So you see Washington here using the size, the strength to just go by. I thought Hayes had a chance. Back to the man-to-man look, trying to disguise it both ways. Here's the jump hook to the middle.
Washington just so good. He's got so many moves in his arsenal. 33 in the net ranking, which has replaced the old RPI this season in college basketball. Washington contorting his body. How did he do that?
Well, part of it is the trick of him in the post. He's very tricky. He's power-ender right here. Watch. See how he jumps at him first? That's to get the contact, and then he spaces to get his shot off just in case the big fella can go up and get the block. Hammering it in and trying to get to the free throw line.
So Florida just has not been able to figure it out from deep. And Jalen Hudson now 0 of 4 from 3. This is Hero on a little floater. High and in. In a non-shooting situation.
They want to get him making that big curl cut. Now watch him go upstairs. Hayes is frozen.
And he program that hasn't been to the Final Four since 2015. It seems like an eternity here in Lexington. What a shot! Washington!
That's the one that is really, really making him a great college player. Yes, he can go on the and put your body going towards the basket.
Wildcats looking for the knockout punch. Hero, left hand.
Boy, is he a freshman? Not playing. Florida's on their heels with the foul trouble. Pretty quick drift to the left hand, and watch this reverse pivot to space. Beautifully done.
deflected. Washington takes shot clock down to 4. The pass hits the rim. Hero off a broken play. Incredible.
Spiro, you now have H, O, and R in the game of horse that he's shown us so far with 3 of his moves to the basket. And this is a bucket. The shot clock is going down. You see the kick off the rim, and he's going to go upstairs again.
2. We'll see what shapes up over the next 8 days. Just over a week away from Selection Sunday.
See how they want to break it?
Johnson backdoor.
Coach Cal knew that was coming and go was the message, and here they go. You see the scramble by the orange shirts. Can't get back in time because most of them are
18 or more points. He's got 16 on the button today. It's Jalen Hudson. Final seconds will come off the clock as Kentucky will wrap up its SEC regular season 15-3 in conference play, as the Gators, meantime, will finish 9-9 in the SEC. Updated look at the standings. At the top, LSU can wrap up the regular season championship outright with a victory later tonight at home against Vanderbilt. We know about their story. We'll wait.
A look at the GMC starting lineups. Florida with a Matt Walsh, a freshman, a big-time scorer, and another one, an Anthony Roberson, coming off the bench. And Kentucky with Hayes and Daniels, they don't get a lot of attention outside the SEC, but they're the glue guys on this team, really help out in a variety of ways.
Just Bogan drilling in certain areas of the game.
Their intensity and their passion as good as any coach in America. Bogan's with a 3. What an improvement he's made in his shot this year.
Well, he's had a big move on his part.
Now steal by Bogans, 2-on-2. Trying to force his way over lead. Daniels with a follow.
They got so many. Tubby versus Billy as a big rivalry, just like Michael Kay against Gary Williams in the ACC.
Bogans, another good look and another made three-pointer.
He feels it.
2-on-1 Kentucky, and Hawkins pulls it out. Esther, he's got a strength advantage on lead.
That's where they got to go, inside. Bring the ball into the interior. We watched him perform brilliantly in the second half against North Carolina. He's a kid that can score. Against Louisville, he only took 2 shots, and that is an absolute knock. Is pushing the ball up the court. Now he's going to back it out. Good basketball IQ, and then dump it inside. Bring it to the big fella. And the big fella...
Lee and Dreyer and Polis. Well, you mentioned Final Four. The last 2 times the Final Four has been in New Orleans. Billy Donovan has been there as a player at Providence. Bogans again, and his assistant at Kentucky in New Orleans is where it is again this year. Still find themselves down by only 4.
And how many teams do we see that happen to that plays against? They're bringing it inside. That's that game plan. They're saying stop the big guy. They're saying it's a mismatch on the interior. Tubby Smith, preparation, understands.
On the bench as well right now, so Kentucky has gone very small by their standards. Fitz with an open look for 3.
That's for his mom, Ruby. She's listening down to Macon, Georgia. He's Vanderbilt on the road. And you and I had him against Alabama, 12.5 minutes without a field goal.
And then 9 minutes in the second half. Chuck Hayes with a 3.
So they got 3 people here. 3 most important in Billy Donovan's life. The AD, the president, and his wife.
Bogans on the drive. What strength!
And his dad's here. That's the 4th. I fought down in Louisville.
Over the Christmas break, Tubby Smith got them thinking about defense again, and did they ever listen? Look at the effort here as they force the tie-up and get the ball back on the alternating possession.
And you know how he got their attention defensively? You can speak all you want to the kids about defense, but until they understand how important it is, he took the film of the Vanderbilt second half. Conference in offense, Florida, and right now, as you said, this is not Cupcake City holding them to 1 field goal.
Fitch follows his own miss and throws it back in.
And that's the versatility of Fitch. Yes, his mom, Ruby, can be proud of her son. He told me today, I'm not going to let her down.
Bogans with a game-high 11. Fitch has chipped in with 8, but again, it's the Kentucky defense, the early story. Bogans again, and he's got 13.
Former DeMatha star made a wise decision staying in school, or he would have been a basketball vagabond. Alec Brazard and Omar Cook, Marcus Taylor, but he made a smart decision, keeping that jersey on that says Kentucky.
17-footer.
There he is, coming off the little curl move, utilizing that screen effectively. Look at Fitch now. A little penetration, gets right into the 3-second area. Then he comes up with the offensive rebound and beating a really quality team here in the first half.
And this is the way they've been winning the last few weeks. You look at some of their margins of victory as Fitch knocks down another three, and they've been...
Well, I haven't decided yet.
All right, think about that at halftime.
I need a few weeks.
Nelson and Daniels with a block. This is an unbelievable defensive performance by Kentucky.
Take pride in the defensive effort. Watch the rotation over by Daniels with the block shot. He's got Kentucky battling brain cancer, and he's beating that big time, and he's coaching tomorrow in the state championships here.
Do you believe it?
Bad play.
Do you believe it?
That's a bad play, though. You're a veteran player. You never flip the ball under the basket. You just don't do that. That's a no-no.
All set up, though, by the fact that, again, Florida couldn't even get the ball in bounds.
Oh, look at this.
By Bogus.
This is humiliation. Jam City. It's an embarrassment. Number one. Billy knows what a way to be number one. Coming into Rupp Arena. This Cats team is for real, my friend.
Kentucky ball again.
Never an easy shot. Oh, he's going to get a TO. No, no, he's 40 seconds. He's going to let it run out. It's embarrassing time.
He keeps calling timeouts. He keeps changing players. Nothing is working. Now we got a foul going against him.
He has a great sense of pride. There's the pass to Hayes. Nobody rotates back. I mean, look at the bad pass here. You're going to see this. This is a bad play. You flip it right under the basket. That's an easy layup. I could catch that and score. He was Maurice Williams.
Duke was one. Arizona was one. Florida right now, but it's Kentucky looking like the best team in the country.
They're looking phenomenal. They have played fantastic. Kentucky has been awesome, baby, with a capital A. Their fans have been awesome, baby. The environment's been awesome, baby. It's been a brilliant performance by Tommy Smith and the Kentucky Wildcats. Against North Carolina. Then you got Estel goes off for a big game. Great back cut, diagonal pass, a breakdown defensively by Florida. So really now they enjoy playing on the other side as well. Now look at this. Defense goes into offense. There it is. Defense to offense. Defense to offense. Play good defense, you get rewarded. And look at this. They reward you with the big...
The foul, his second. Fitch will go to the line.
Take a look at the way he fills the lane. The good 45 to...
People have said, and a lot of them here in Lexington, and they're right, backdoor cut, Hawkins wide open. This is getting out of hand.
Well, they're not playing any defense. But I love this Kentucky team, and I loved them even when I saw them get beat by Louisville.
Hawkins inside to Daniels. Look at the passing at the...
That right now, we'll see if Florida can sustain it.
And such a big lead, sometimes hard to maintain that intensity, but if your coach has the fire in his eyes like Tubby Smith has, I don't think it'll be too...
Florida is absolutely not guarded. There's no defensive effort at all. This club is doing anything they want.
Look at this.
It's a little fast break layup drill. It's embarrassment time. It's humiliation. Where is the pride in these Florida Gators? Where's the pride of Billy Donovan? Billy Donovan, they're going to stand and let him know about it.
8-0 run for Florida, but still a monumental deficit at 21. Kamara, Lee stays with him. Follow is good. What an effort under the basket by Chuck Hayes.
Hayes is just a warrior. He's one of those guys.
Butler protesters there trying to wonder why they didn't get last season when they had 25 wins. They're going to give them a little bit of a break if they lose a late.
I mean, read Sally Jenkins' article in the Washington Post. She did a great job about that. Don't get me started with that situation. There's the tip, there's the layup. He should be reinstated, Mr. Commissioner in Ohio. Let the kid finish and play. 63 and I'm still making mistakes.
Christian Dreyer. Oh, what a swat by Marquise Estel.
I'll tell you one thing. Dreyer obviously is thinking a lot on the trees. So unfair to really evaluate him at this time because he hasn't had a chance really to get into the flow and feel himself. They're subbing. They're bringing up.
Really the story. Again, the defense of the Kentucky Wildcats as they pick up their 11th win in a row and knock off the top-ranked team in the country.
Hey, our colleague is here. Larry Conley does a great job for us here. Former Wildcat. They introduced him. He's jumping with joy as well. Great performance by Kentucky. An A+ by Tubby Smith, the Wildcats, and all their fans here at Rupp. It's been unbelievable.
The final score really flatters the Florida Gators. Kentucky was up by 29 at one point. They beat Florida by a score of 70-55. Kentucky now the only unbeaten team in SEC.
Look now at Star Watch, brought to you by State Farm. And for the Gators, one of the great shooters in America, Lee Humphrey. That's not a misprint. 69% from beyond the arc in conference play. Joe Crawford has really stepped it up in league play as well, averaging better than 18 points per game. Time now for tonight's starting lineup, brought to you by Liberty Mutual. And we begin with the visitors from Gainesville. In the backcourt, Torian Green, the outside flank guard, along with the sharpshooter Lee Humphrey. And up front, as good as it gets in America, with the Brewer, Horford, and last year's Final Four most outstanding player, Joe Kimanoa. For Kentucky, three-guard look, including the freshman Derek Jasper. Crawford and Bradley both have really upped their scoring. Bob Perry, and a huge key for Kentucky tonight, Randolph Morris. He needs to have a huge game tonight for the Wildcats.
He's a good rebounder. He's a suspect shooter. He's got to work his shooting ability from the perimeter.
Morris with Horford. And goes!
Great move inside by Morris. He sealed the defense off with his body. He got deep in low position. He's got to provide. Really went up another level. You expect that from Kentucky.
Florida continues to pressure. Kentucky continues to miss shots. Jasper with a jam on the feed from Bradley.
Bradley with the good legs. He's got the long wingspan.
Lukash Orbjut has checked in for Kentucky. Senior big man Bradley. Baseline drive.
Open look right.
Out a little bit here early now. 14-7 Florida. This will pick him up. Big Woo, as they call him. Lukash Orbjut.
Against teams that are ranked. They lost early this year to UCLA, Memphis, and North Carolina.
Bradley the pull-up. Maybe that'll get him started. Ramel Bradley.
He's a guy that his confidence goes up with every shot he makes. And if he gets
that on game day,
Mr. Tucker, he may get back to the #1 slot. Led Wisconsin to a win today over Iowa.
Jody Meeks knocks one down for
Average an 18.3 a game, has not scored yet.
He's trying again as he gets inside his first bucket.
March Madness. Take a look at the drive right here by Crawford. Strong, very physical, almost
Washington #1 Florida. They've won 15 in a row. Crawford with a great drive.
He's very strong for the basket. Kentucky's got to go on a spurt right now. The next 6 minutes are really important to Kentucky to go in that locker room with some momentum because these fans want to explode. What about 127 and 33? That's unbelievable.
Steal. It'll be Meeks.
This Meeks with the check. You feel like the ball? I told you I feel a little swing here. Look at this crowd. They want to play. They want to play. The Gators get everybody's best hit right now. That's a sign of greatness. That's what Duke faces. Carolina, Kentucky.
Offensive foul. Joe Kimanoa.
Kept his pause. Ball goes against him. One of those calls you can call either way.
Set.
They get him leaving in. Does the jump? Oh, yes. He got him at the shoulder. Defense rotated back. Look at Tubby. Seems wearing the sneakers. Coaches.
Versus Cancer. Yeah, initiative. Billy Donovan as well, raising the money. Second foul on him.
We get Crawford the ball.
Perry posting, got a size advantage. Jump hook is good.
He said, forget about Crawford. I'm going to take it right to the goal. You're right, Dan. He was going to the road coming into this game.
And Horford's the guy. If you had to pick one player who's more of a leader than the others, it might be Horford. They seem to really respond to him.
One thing, he does so many other things well. He pulls that left hand off the ball to guide him.
Nice move by Morris with both Horford and Noah. Louisville won today, beat South Florida, but David Padgett left the game, did not return with a foot injury.
About time! About time! My buddy Jerry Healy stands up. Yeah, but it was like 25 at the half.
Morris. Baseline jumper, gets the friendly roll.
He's got a touch, he's got offensive skills. He's got to take advantage of it. Right now, certainly, they want to make certain they don't get into foul trouble.
And see if Kentucky can make jump shots. Just 1 of 13 from beyond the arc, but right now Morris is the man.
He's sat on the pine. They weren't happy with his play.
Brewer spins. Morris with a block.
Morris has elevated. He's got to guard a guy that's stationary.
He's got it, no double team. baseline jumper is good.
Well, the fact is he recognized that.
Shot clock down to 8. Bradley, who's got 7, Meeks baseline. Nice drive by the freshman.
He's a good offensive player. He can shoot the 3. He can drive.
Tonight, saw part of it on ESPN earlier today. You talk about great front courts like the Gators. How about Georgetown? Maybe Marquette by 18 today. Jeff Green and Roy Hibbert combining for 47 open threes that they've missed.
Dominic James been struggling lately.
He went 2 for 17 today in that loss to Georgetown.
Too good a player for that.
Looking inside for Morris.
Coming up strong. Nice entry. Good 45-degree angle.
Bradley. Nice spin.
He earned that, baby. The margin of error against Florida is so slim for a team on his shoulder. Say, coach, you think you like me now?
Crowd trying to get the Cats to get into their offense a little bit quicker here. Under 2 minutes to go. Bradley left hand.
That's a great drive. I'll tell you another guy they said no to. Chris Lofton from out of the state.
Yeah.
He's now doing a super job. Arizona getting pummeled by North Carolina. So you got to come in a team like Washington, get some respect for the Pac-10.
Pittsburgh had a tough time tonight with a good Providence team that is making a bid for an at-large. You know what? The 2 threes they've hit tonight have been the 2 deepest threes they've attempted. Bradley's hit a couple of 20. Stolen by Bradley.
Unbelievable! Another 3 goes down. Plenty of time on that clock. You don't want to lose your poise. If this baby goes to OT, I'm telling you, the roof will go off and the edge would go to Kentucky. Well, 1 for 19 prior to the last 2 threes by Bradley. There it goes. Tickles the twine. Makes like Kyle Macy. Squares the body. Lets it go down. Kevin Creevy's in the house. He used to shoot the 3. Look at Tubby saying, get the TO, baby. Get the TO. I really believe if this baby goes to OT, edge goes Kentucky. Oh, right up
the home run for Green.
Who's it on? It's Kentucky ball. Kentucky ball. Let him get a look for the 3. I do not let them get a look for the 3. I foul before they get a look for the 3.
Bradley's in trouble. Gets it off. Oh, Hager. Number 1 Florida escapes with a 3-point win.
They got lucky right there. I would not allow them to look to get that 3 off when it's less than.
As you mentioned, this is a Sonic blockbuster here on ESPN, and what a big-time matchup in a big-time environment we've got for you tonight with number 5 Kentucky hosting number 1 Tennessee, a school that has won 19 in a row. They are talented, they are experienced, they are confident, and they're here with a Big Blue Nation looking to pull off a win on the road tonight. They're a game up on LSU for top spot of the SEC. Kentucky 2 games back of Tennessee. We can about what the status of Schofield is. He has not gone all the way back to the locker room, standing near the corner of the court. The 3 for Washington, who is shooting the ball very well.
Pressuring and trying to push Kentucky a little bit further out on the floor.
Washington over Alexander, but a good start for P.J. Washington.
And single coverage in the... Getting the ball in the low post. He looks in the middle to see if a double's coming and just paused for poise in the post and then went right in for that little jump hook over the outstretched arms of the defender. That was just excellent post play by P.J. All front court for Tennessee, but they are wide and they are really good players.
Washington again. He's got all 7 for the Cats. That has come in now for Tennessee. Both teams about 8 deep. Eldon Johnson baseline floater. Wow, tough shot.
Kentucky running that set where they run a
time.
A little continuity, ball screen slip action, then a ball screen here.
Lob for Richards. And Schofield broke it up, only to see Montgomery finish it. Back down, play continues, shot clock inside 10. Johnson open on the wing, count it.
That was set up by the penetration of Ashton Hagans.
That he had down in Austin.
I think Jordan Bone needs to put more pressure on this Kentucky defense and really drive it.
What a pass from Hagans to Johnson.
And it's all because of the penetration. Close to 7 assists per game to lead the conference.
Johnson in the corner this time. Got another one. Just got laid out by a P.J. Washington screen. Williams very slow to get up. Now back in the play. Johnson. One more time.
Sophomore year. Yves Pons guarding Tyler Hero, who's running off those low post screens.
Richards spinning and finishing. Big time move down on the block.
Hasn't had sexually hesitated before he took that lefty jumper.
Tennessee, one of the best offensive teams in the country, as Hero responds with a baseline jumper.
That was an excellent read of the defense by Tyler Hero.
Bowden baseline into traffic, finds Alexander, and a couple of cats got him, and now it's Higgins in alone.
There is just no getting around it. Tennessee.
Good position for Washington. No double team. And he'll finish again.
No way if he gets 2 feet in the paint one-on-one.
Washington again. Do they double him this time? Jump hook. Again. That has been his go-to move tonight.
And Admiral Schofield caught behind. Then one-on-one in the post. A nice little shake. And then go into that left shoulder. And he's so long you can't get up there and block it. That's just
this game.
P.J. Washington's got to get the ball.
Again with Schofield. Help this time from Turner. Doesn't matter. Higgins crossover. Driving. Got it.
Boy, what a move. What a move.
The speed from Bone. Got the shot off, but couldn't hit it. And Kentucky will take a 6-point lead into halftime.
Offensively and put the ball in the deck, got into the lane. And they put Tennessee into rotation quite a bit. And look at that. Just so simple to get the ball inside to P.J. Washington. And he has
got caught in the air and turns it over. Higgins one-on-one. Euro step over Williams. No good. Travis with a hustle rebound. And Hero with a corner three. That was just Kentucky out hustling Tennessee on the offensive glass. Determination by Kentucky tonight. Look at Reed Travis just outworking people for that rebound. Kicks it to the corner. And Tyler Turner with a three that rattles out.
And no offense run by Tennessee leads to a run out.
Johnson, good defense by Schofield, but Johnson scores anyway.
This is getting away from Tennessee. At the basket yet. Everything has been contested.
Higgins with a jumper. $18-point lead. A challenge by Travis at the rim, and it belongs to the Cats again. Higgins to Johnson for 2 more.
This is the team that everybody thought was #1 coming into this season. We haven't seen much of this group, but this was a good time to show itself. Ashton Higgins in transition after the excellent defense on the other end. Reed Travis with the play defensively. And Higgins getting right into the lane, dishing it off to Keldon Johnson. And the emotion of
down and finds Pons. Bowden off his screen. Rejected by Travis. Numbers for Kentucky. And the follow by Montgomery.
And watch how hard Kentucky runs. And then compare that. Now one ball was down, but compare it to, look, nothing but white shirts. And look at all the Tennessee guys kind of jogging down.
Wow.
I mean, right now, Tennessee's a beat.
Just stunning how one-sided this has been. Travis, a size advantage on Pons. Tennessee's had to go.
Incredibly difficult for Tennessee to get anything.
And Travis scores on the block.
And that could have been an and one.
Washington gets a touch near the elbow, drives it in and scores.
A good movement.
A couple of double-figure scores on the season. Schofield to drive. Good help by Travis. Hero still going. Left the floater short. Got it back. And missed again. Got it back again and hits.
Tennessee had every opportunity to grab the three-point shooter. A three-point play the old-fashioned way. Skylar Mays, they're very, very good.
And if Kentucky wins this game, it really tightens things up amongst those top three at the top of the standings in the SEC. What great work by Washington.
P.J. Washington has been in attack mode. Caught it first after that offensive rebound. Look at the reaction. Grabbing it with that left hand and then finishing the play. Now that's how you penetrate the gaps of the zone. He just blew by the top. Active hands, getting deflections. Good passes.
Johnson baseline, yes.
Oh, that's a great zone attack.
What a performance by the Kentucky Wildcats here tonight, taking out number 1. And doing it in convincing fashion. The final score, Kentucky 86, Tennessee 69. For Jay Billis Marine.
Roy Williams now in his 22nd year overall as a head coach, 7th with North Carolina, 2 national championships with the Tar Heels. Let's take a look at his starting 5. Larry Drew II in the backcourt with the 5th-year senior Marcus Ginyard provides leadership for this team. Up front, Will Graves, Ed Davis, and Deion Thompson. 1-2 combination in the front court for North Carolina. For Kentucky, John Wall, the fabulous freshman, Eric Bledsoe, another talented freshman, and Darius Miller in that 3-guard set. Patrick Patterson and DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins, another freshman. Pull up off the wall. Rebound control, Cousins. He puts some English on it.
Well, the key to handling that is simply to be who you are. He's got tremendous DNA, understands how to play.
Oh, my goodness! John Wall, a lob, Davis catches. And negated by Orton. Break opportunity. Wall makes a cut to the hoop. What a play! We've got highlights.
Keep an eye on will Kentucky be able to match the depth that North Carolina can put on the floor.
And Miller
heard the most in practice yesterday. It looks like he's a comfortable leader.
Patterson, count it.
5% of their points when they're rolling good in transition or early offense.
Miller open look, got it for 3. 11-0 run. Jump shot, doesn't go for Strickland. Harris gets it ahead. Oh, look out! Spectacular connection.
This is the poise and presence I'm talking about with this young man. A lot of guys will try to make that play themselves. He understood who he had on the wing, baited the defender into playing him, and then set it up.
And controlled by Orton. The acceleration by Wall. Stepping Miller. Book it for 3.
Going over his right shoulder.
Miller gets it ahead. Patterson to the hoop.
Backs it out. They've executed well in the half court by throwing the ball in the paint. They're winning points in the paint and fast break points so far.
Count it! And a foul. DeMarcus Cousins with an excuse me, baby.
This may be a step or 2 outside of his range, but he got it up with a good follow-through as he was bumped by Zeller. Ginyard.
And Thompson remains in there. Wall turns the corner. Dobson's open. That's a 3.
Able to get anything good.
Davis tried to hook a pass inside. Kentucky looking to run. Wall to the open court. And Wall lays it in. John Wall hits hyperspeed.
Simply electrifying. the ability to finish with both hands. And if he's got defenders backpedaling, it is over. You hear me? If you're backpedaling trying to defend this guy, they don't want North Carolina in transition.
Wide open look, Dotson. Bottom, a three.
North Carolina showing some zone here.
Wall will shoot over it and connects a three.
Well, they've got some nice talent. They're young, and there's an errant pass as Wall right in the passing lane.
And Wall leans in for the deuce.
Tremendous body control.
Wall using the high screen. Patterson, that's a three. Knocks it down. Patrick Patterson.
Coach the caliber of Calipari.
Entry feed. Zeller discard. Tip in, no. Henson had it blocked by Patterson and knocked out of bounds. Kentucky ball. Rebounded by Orton, who gets the start in the second half. Harris makes a cut and slams it down. So Ramon Harris and Daniel
ball, but this was starting to change before he left.
Drew.
Oh, what a nice block by Orton.
Daniel Orton denies Henson, and it leads to a break. Patterson rocks the rim. Wow. Fair from Dotson. Bledsoe. Putting foul. Goaltending. Count it for the freshman Eric Bledsoe. Spurred here for the Wildcats, set up by their defense. Kentucky extends 49-38, second half.
That top 10.
Running one-hander doesn't go for Ginyard. Had it negated as he tried to recover. 9-point game.
And they've also picked it up defensively.
Patterson sticking with the play. Patrick Patterson gets the deuce. You know, he grew up a big...
They can pop here for Patterson. He can make that.
Block, strictly the acceleration. Offensive board and slapped out of there by Harris. Professional overseas. Turnaround, Patterson with a 49. Dotson thought about it. And the leaner.
Very nice. Execute play. I still think you got to look at Patrick Patterson here for Kentucky.
Inside. Finds a crease.
His ability to play both guard spots.
Nails it. He was rated among the top 5 point guards in the nation coming out of high school. Both he and Wall signing on with Kentucky, so something had to give. Bledsoe knocks down a pair.
For Bledsoe, so he needs to make the first to get the second. He's made those last two pure. That fella knocking him down straight away, Ian.
9 points for the freshman Eric Bledsoe. He is 5 of 5 from the free throw line.
First and foremost, you need John Wall to miss the first of this one plus the bonus.
Wall at the line. Gets the roll. With 4.3 left, Kentucky has a 4-point lead. Points for the freshman. And tack on one more. 4 seconds left. Drew gives it up. Graves lets it fly and hits a 3 at the buzzer. The Kentucky Wildcats with an early season statement win. 68-66. Kentucky over North Carolina. Wildcats remain undefeated. 8-0. North Carolina drops.
On CBS this afternoon from Rupp Arena in downtown Lexington, Kentucky. The Louisville Cardinals 10-3 against the Wildcats of Kentucky, ranked 3rd and undefeated so far. Only 78 miles apart. This is an annual battle between these two that is very, very much anticipated. More than 23,000 on hand. Tickets are impossible to come by.
better at the defensive end, and that's what's going to happen here on the road. They've got to turn Kentucky over and knock down threes to have a chance to pull the upset.
There's an early whistle inside. It was called on Eric Bledsoe, well away from the ball. Doug Childs with a call. Tony Green now, the official, is going to have a little bit of a conversation with Bledsoe.
And Bledsoe already having words. He's actually going to be taken out because it's already chippy.
Yeah.
Reginald Delk, the nephew of Tony Delk, the former Kentucky standout and now an assistant on the bench. And Eric Bledsoe still out of hand here. And John Calipari trying to... That's one of the things to keep an eye on, Vern. This Louisville team has experienced veteran guards. This is the first time that a guy like Bledsoe as a freshman is dealing with this kind of intense heat. And
it was on Kentucky. That was on Darius Miller. Up and under, and the block comes from John Wall.
I think they may have gotten an offensive foul call there, Vern.
They did.
Zone defense by Louisville.
Miller looks inside. DeMarcus Cousins. Loose ball on the floor. There's the battle for it. Still loose. Hell ball. Possession arrow. And again.
Wow. This is out of hand. This is completely out of hand.
Technical foul on Swapper.
Whoa. I tell you what, I think DeMarcus Cousins got away with an elbow to Swapshire. As they were tussling for that ball, he gave him a little bit of a wrestling move. It'll take a look at it now. Loose ball, good double down on the low post. Scrum, now Swapshire. Now Cousins is there, and there it is right there. See, he gave him an elbow with the right elbow. Zone defense here by Louisville, and they'll look to really trap the ball when it gets inside.
And if you're wondering that, that's the rebound by Cousins. He's got the first 4 points of the game. Cousins
beat Louisville to that second shot opportunity.
Well, they're trying to get it inside now. Here's Cousins. He's got it. Low post jumper. He's got 6 points. Little harassment in the backcourt.
Big layups, Ron.
Here's Sosa. Rejected by Orton.
A lot of shot blocking at the rim for Kentucky. They average 8 a game. And Orton.
Left side. Bledsoe. Outside open 3. Bingo. Patterson. They still have not scored from the floor. Quick hands. Bledsoe. Got it. Now they've got numbers.
Great pass. That's why he's special, Vern. That's why he's unique, because he never holds on to the... Nice push ahead here by Wall, and that's Patrick Patterson running the floor. That's beautiful fast break basketball. As soon as Wall got it, his head was up, and he gave it to Patterson on target, on time.
Was also out there, and DeMarcus Cousins. Here's Cousins with the ball. Kick out, nice cut. Up and under it goes. And Bledsoe reaches out and taps it loose. He's settled down, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. You're right, Vern. He's a terrific player. He's been a bit overshadowed by the bright light of John Wall, but in his own right, this young man's an excellent defender, a fiery competitor.
8 minutes have been played, and Louisville yet to score from the floor. Loose ball. Patterson. They are 1 of 15. Rejected by Stevenson.
But 2 little spurts. Right. One for Kentucky at the start and one now for Louisville.
Dotson. There's the follow from Cousins. Good job of blocking it. Was there. All for the shot. 2:10 to go first half. Spin move. And a basket. John Wall.
This is what you call spectaculating. John Wall. The agitate.
Has the pass back. In and out. Tip by... Oh, my goodness. Liggins. DeAndre Liggins with the tip. Patino calls timeout. In
the last 5 minutes or so.
Patterson, whoa! Here's Bledsoe for three. Gets his own follow. And a nice little layup. Not at all. Bledsoe on the floor. Beauty. Here's Wall with an elbow. There's Samuels. And he crawls over the rim and in. Into his zone. Patterson. Oh, he's so swap shy. Gets Patterson to leave his feet. Entry pass. Samuels tipped by Orton. And here's John Wall. No numbers, but he's got such great speed. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't make any difference. If you don't choke him off early, he's choking you off. You have to get to him way before the half-court line. If you don't, you're done. Here it comes, right at you, Vern. Wall to Wall. Mark it up. Your full court pressure again for Louisville.
Delp chasing Bledsoe. We talk a lot about Wall speed. Bledsoe has some of his own locker room visit, but he is going to get increased attention. And there's Cousins with two more.
Big fella.
Pump fake. Adjustment in the air. Pretty decent shot. Wow. On Wall.
Show the ball, lift the defender, penetrate the seam, anticipate contact, and then just do something that most.
Bledsoe. Nice defensive job by Jennings then. And the jumper is good. John Wall. Nice no-look pass underneath. Two more. Touch pass to Patterson, now in the corner. Wow. Harris.
Got an open look at that three-point shot in the corner.
Patterson. Whoa. Strong move. And a free throw.
Vern, you'll see Kentucky take over the game here. Patterson gets the hoop and draws the foul. Good effort here defensively. Wow. Boy, on second look.
Bledsoe on the baseline. Kicks it out. Wall. Up for Cousins. Whoa. Take a trip around the equator. Brand new record attendance today. 24,479. That's even more than we're here for the 1985 Final Four. 24,479. Short, but there's Samuels. Musling trying to get in the corner. Bledsoe comes out for Kentucky. And here is Cousins for the punctuation point. Hold him, put him on the bench. Yeah. And that set the tone for a kind of ugly first 45 seconds. Sosa. Nope. Ball game.